What's going on, everyone? Austin John Plays here, and today I'm going to be going over the location of all 150 Might Crystals in Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. This game has so many Might Crystals, and some of them are going to be in your major rifts associated with the story, some of them are going to be in minor rifts associated with the story, some of them are going to be in minor rifts found throughout the land, and some are going to be underneath a bush, and some are going to be rewards for side quests. I've tracked down all 150 of them, and I'm going to be showing them to you in an order that you can go through and experience for them on your own. If you're going to be using this as a checklist of all the ones that you're missing, cool. If you're going to be using this as you only need a couple of them left, awesome. I'm also going to be showing you the entire map, so if that's just all you want, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button. As a thank you to Austin, be sure to subscribe, because who other YouTuber is going to destroy the rest of the video by just showing you all the answers up front? Austin is. If all you came here for is this 150, boom, done. GG easy. All of the Might Crystals in this video was part of my walkthrough, so I'm going to be telling you about the area. I'm going to be showing you on the map where it is. If it involves a part of the story, I'm not going to be telling you anything about it. You're just going to be seeing the temple that you enter, and then you get the crystals, and that's it. And at the very end, we're going to be going over the rewards for all of the Might Crystals collected. There are crystals that show up when we fix rifts. They're neat, so I'll give them to you, Zelda. And welcome to your first 5 unusual crystals. Inside of this body of water is going to be a Might Crystal that we need, and if you look down in the middle of the water, if we dive down and then we go spin down here, that's going to be a wild Might Crystal. Here is a Might Crystal. But see this one suspicious rock? Might Crystal. Over here at Lake Hylia, our first order of business is to make our way to the middle island, where this big old scary rift is, and you're going to see an entry point. Let's go ahead and check it out. We also get 2 Might Crystals from Tri, thank you very much. Here at Lake Hylia, we have one last thing to go do, which is get this one last location, which is, you're going to see a big old suspicious rock. Go ahead, lift that up, and underneath there is a Might Crystal. In this small map segment, we can get something right about here, and something right about here. All the way on the left, you have that one tiny little suspicious weed. From here, we're just gonna head south back to that other marker that I showed you. One suspicious rock, and that's a Might Crystal. With this little bit of the map unlocked, I wanna go ahead to this one suspicious stump over here. So one suspicious plant on a raised platform, that's a Might Crystal. Right here at this bottom left part of this landmass is going to be a suspicious rock. Go ahead and move that for a Might Crystal. And while we're here, we're also going to be making our way to right about there. Crow found a shiny. Thank you, Crow. I'm going to take your shiny. There's going to be something for us to gather on top of this small landmass. That first marker is going to be this one suspicious rock surrounded by all of these, you know, non-movable rocks. And then we're going to be making our way for something to get right about there. Making our way just to the right, that one marker that I showed you before is going to be that one suspicious rock up there. Might Crystal. And as you make your way to the left, you're going to be noticing this arrow on the ground pointing you toward this piece of grass. Go ahead, destroy that, and you're going to get yourself a Might Crystal. Just north of that is going to be a rock over here. We're going to actually head inside of that rock. And we're led to a room that has 3 moblins in it. And at the very top of the room, you're going to see meat. Oh, and they're all dead. Cool. And inside of here is going to be 3 Might Crystals. Nice. On the left side of town is actually going to be a pretty easy side quest. This person wants to see a tumbleweed that keeps blowing through the desert. Go ahead and grab the tumbleweed as close as you can. You also can't let it hit anything, which is the reason you have to be above it. And that's side quest complete. That's going to be giving us Might Crystals. All right. So let's go ahead and do Vibrant Seeds. Now, there are some sharp thorns that could be spawning, but before you begin, immediately go into your type and grab the trampoline that you learned in the first town. Put one down over there, and as you come to the right, put one right there. You have to make your way up on the left-hand side to get these 4. Hop on back down, and then to end the course off with, in that exact location that I told you, you have to hop up to the right, and then head on down, and you could collect all of them here. GG. And we get a bonus because we managed to get all of them, which is going to be the 3 Mighty Crystals. Fantastic. And in the next room are a whole bunch of sand piles. Either take a wind cannon, or there's just a chest. That was our reward for finding that very, very hidden switch. And that's 2 might crystals. Nice. We have to go to this blue space over here. That's going to be a sand pile that you go ahead, take out a wind cannon, and boom, might crystals. Just one little thing that we have to get right here where we are. Mr. Spider up the water spout, suspicious rock. Thank you, and that's a mighty stone. And now, if you make your way to these 2 locations, over here is going to be a cave. Just head on out to the north, and there's going to be a chest here at the top. Fantastic, and that's a might crystal. From here, go ahead, use your spider to make your way on up this cliff. At the top is a suspicious rock with a might crystal. And let's make our way over here to this red marker. And if you go ahead and put a mole inside of it, then he's gonna dig up a might crystal for you. The rift in the ruins in the eastern desert grew, and a bunch of our warriors were taken by it. Take me there at once, soldier. Right here is where we need to be. As you can tell by the map, that tells you that this is where you have to be. We get 2 might crystals from Tri. Thank you so much, Tri. The Gerudo Sanctum. Let's go ahead and enter her. And we get 5 might crystals. Nice. Let's walk into town, and as soon as we walk into town, if you go underneath this dock, is going to be a mighty crystal for us. To right here on the map, exactly where I am, you're going to be seeing this underwater seaweed surrounded by underwater grass, and inside of that grass is a mystic crystal. From Seaside Village's warp point, we're going to be heading just a little bit north to this one little piece of grass right here, and just mole down inside of that hill, and he's going to get for you a might crystal. Hey look, it's a rift that we can enter. It doesn't really matter what the exposition is, because we need to enter that rift. Ugh, my papa, and Drad. And we're getting might crystals. 2 of them. This is the Jabul Ruins. Oh, and we get some mighty crystals. Neat. Go ahead, activate the fast travel point. And some might crystals. Neat. So let's make our way to the rift that appeared in the southern forest. And we get these 2 might crystals. Nice. All the way to the right to this tiniest little bit of landmass, which is going to be right here on the map, is going to be a suspicious piece of grass with a mighty crystal. Southern village, and talking to the old guy in front of this house right here. My wife has been sick and he wants to see a plant that can fly. And they say they're going to do some traveling, and I don't think they ever do, but here's the might crystal, yay! Make our way over to this rift, which is on top of this cave, and 2 might crystals, nice. If we come right over here, there's going to be 1 unsuspecting chest in this monster camp. Go ahead, interact with the chest, and this is going to be 3 might crystals. And now we're actually finally going to be making our way to this rift. And you're going to be getting 2 might crystals. We're all done here. Our next point of interest is going to be right where I am on the map. This little platform is going to be a monster camp. Inside of this chest is 3 might crystals. Nice. Now we're going to be making our way to our red marker, which is literally out in the middle of nowhere. And as you make your way on over, there's going to be another bombable bit of rock underneath the water. And down here is going to be a might crystal. Right next to Dompe's automaton shop, you're going to notice these 4 flowers right here and a hole right in the middle. If you go ahead and take out your whole mill and go ahead and have him dig down, you're going to get yourself a might crystal. Just north of his house, just an itty bitty little bit, you're going to be noticing a cave right here. And inside of here is going to be 3 might crystals. Very nice. As we make our way outside of that cave, there's Dompe's house for reference. You're going to be seeing this suspicious rock. Go ahead and lift it up for another might crystal. And over here, we actually have a rift to deal with. On the left-hand side, we're going to be seeing the entrance point. So let's go ahead and enter this rift. And we get 2 might crystals from Tri. Neat. And it's going to be this boy who's going to be talking about Zols. 1 might crystal. I don't remember who tells you this, but you have to come over to this windmill and move it out of the way, and then you could come down this staircase. And down here is going to be a chest with 2 might crystals. Next, heading just left of Hyrule Castle, you're going to be seeing this guy over here, one of the acorn guys, and for doing it lightning fast, you get 3 might crystals. Realize that on top of the castle is a lone might crystal just chilling there. Go ahead and grab it. And now that the rental horse quest is complete, Impa is going to have a side quest for you that says, it is time. And we're going to get 2 mighty crystals from Tri. Thank you very much. 3 Might Crystals. First going to be this missile right here, which is just going to be this single piece of grass. Thank you very much. That's a Mighty Crystal. Over here is going to be a staircase that we need to make our way to. Down here is going to be a Might Crystal. Just chilling there. Just nice and easy. Yeah, just kind of randomly over here is... Ah, yes, here it is, right by this pea hat. In these 5 stones right here, go ahead and get 1 stone out of the way and lift up the middle stone. Underneath is going to be a Might Crystal for you. There's actually going to be a Might Crystal for us right there. And that suspicious rock is going to be that Might Crystal I promised you. Now that we did the horse quest, we can actually do the final side quest here in Hyrule Castle. If we just come on over here and talk to this girl with the little doggy, from here you could see exactly on the map where we need to make our way to, and we get 2 Mighty Crystals from Tri. Let's get out of here. Oh, you can understand me? How very unusual. So that's going to be a warm mix special, which is a warm pepper and fresh milk. It is 1 Mighty Crystal. Right here, in between the windmill and the graveyard, is going to be a place for your whole mill to dig up. There's a Might Crystal for us right over here. Nice, that's the Might Crystal. From outside, we're going to be having this fast travel point right here. Go ahead and activate it. And down here to the bottom right is going to be a monster camp. And inside of this chest is going to be 3 Might Crystals. Very nice. Oh, and there's a rift here. And we get 2 Might Crystals from Tri. Before we make our way into the Goron area, if you head just to the right, you're going to be finding a ledge here that has a treasure chest in it, with some Might Crystals, 2 of them, nice. If you go ahead and take out your crow of choice and head off of this ledge and make our way to the north, we're going to be finding ourselves another stamp. Doing the exact same thing and going north once again, past these suspicious clouds is going to be the suspicious rock with a Might Crystal. Making our way up to the top left is going to be a chest, and inside of it is going to be a Mighty Crystal. So if you start to walk even near the Goron area, one of them is going to be pulling you inside and saying, hey, you need to come inside because the chief was swallowed up by a big old rift. And we get some Mighty Crystals. Sweet. Welcome to the Elden Temple. Not the Fire Temple, not Elden Volcano, not Death Mountain. We're going to be getting ourselves 5 Mighty Crystals. If we look down here, we're going to be seeing this guy who says, but he promised. My brother said he'd do the glider ride with me, but now he won't play at all. And that's the quest, Glide Path Complete. Now, if you talk to him again, his big brother has a challenge for you, and this is going to be the quest, the Glide Path Trailblazer. And as a reward, you get 2 Mighty Crystals. Nice. Our next side quest is going to be right here, right next to this large hot spring. And there's going to be a Goron here saying, what am I going to do? Huh, what's that? Coal? Thank you, Zelda. And as a reward, you're going to get yourself 2 Mighty Crystals. Nice. Fun fact, this was the very last side quest I had in my entire first run because I couldn't find it anywhere. And that's Flames of Fortune complete. While we're over here, there's 1 Might Crystal in this entire area. From the Lionel area, you're going to be seeing this suspicious ring of grass. Inside of the middle is a Might Crystal. So let's head down to Farin. Right at the very top right of the map, you may have noticed that Might Crystal behind that spider web. Inside of here is a Might Crystal. From where we are, we're going to actually be making our way directly to the west. Over here, there's going to be a cave. If we just make our way to the top, you're going to be seeing this ring of bushes. In the middle is going to be a Might Crystal for us. Next, let's go ahead and make our way over to that blue marker. That blue marker is going to be another ring of bushes, and inside the middle is a Might Crystal. It's not fair, you got dark thorns growing right through where you live, Blasu. Though it is kind of inconvenient that most of my home is gone. And we get 2 Might Crystals. Thanks, Tri. Over here, feel free to bed or box or whatever you'd like. I'm going to water block over. And it's the puzzle. And we get 5 Might Crystals. We're going to be making our way to the Great Fairy Shrine. And inside of here, this chest is going to be 1 Might Crystal. So there's a big old rift in the middle of the Deku area. And we get some Might Crystals, 2 of them. Just south of the Clink, the prison, you're going to be finding this Deku in the ground saying, Eep, go ahead and yank him on out. Here is 1 Mighty Crystal. That's how much they value their lives. There's going to be this one right here. This first one is going to be right here on top of this lone stump underneath this rock. Here, that I was distracted because we already got the piece of heart that was right next to it, and I forgot that there's a Might Crystal right there. And that's going to be a Might Crystal in the ground. Thank you, Mr. Holmel. In this next part of the map, we have a Mighty Crystal right there. And this suspicious rock is our mighty crystal. Right here at the northernmost point of this landmass is going to be our destination. And right outside of the entrance to this place, if you go ahead and make your way on up and then use a fire Zol, you can get yourself this mighty crystal. Directly where we are, right about here, is going to be a suspicious piece of ice. Go ahead, burn that ice, and underneath is going to be a mighty crystal. Now with us on this higher elevation, we have to make our way over here for a might crystal. Making our way to that first red marker, you're going to be finding an icicle, and under that icicle is going to be a might crystal. We are going to make our way all the way up to this rift right here. Hey there, Stamp Guy. Is right next to the Yeti's house that we're going to be coming back to later. We're going to go up this hill and up these trees to the right. We're going to make our way right here, take out an Ignazole and melt this piece of ice. And that is our very last loose might crystal in the entire game. Okay, time to clean, somehow. And we get 2 might crystals. Welcome to the Lanayru Temple. We get the 5 last might crystals in the entire game. As soon as you get your first might crystals, you're able to go ahead and start upgrading your gear, and then after the events at Hyrule Castle, you're able to enhance them even further. And if you're like me and you skipped bombs, because bombs are useless, you probably have some extra crystals lying around. But once you're done upgrading your bombs to their final level, level number 3, which they look like ancient bombs from Breath of the Wild, that's it, there's nothing more I can enhance for you. But if you bring me 25 might crystals, I'll make you something you might like. Please do. It's ready. I placed it outside, so gander at it later. It's loaded with power from might crystals. So if you head outside, you're going to see this giant might crystal pot. And if you check it, it refills your might crystal meter. So after you consume some of your energy, go ahead and check it, and it fills it up. Not too helpful already at the very end of the game, but there you go. Well, great. Guys, if you found this video helpful, and I know you did, hit the thumbs up button down below. Be sure to subscribe for echoes of wisdom, tips and tricks, tutorials, and walkthrough. Thank you so much for being here. Until next time, Austin John out.